Hi guys. All right, we are moving on to lesson 15. It's been a while since I've made a video, so let's see how this goes. Today's objective is to express money amounts given in various forms as decimal numbers. So we're going to be looking at money. Okay, this might be a little bit of a struggle for some of you if you haven't been practicing with money lately. And then we are going to be writing it as decimals, and we'll be writing it as fractions. All right, let's take a look at this first problem. Now remember, you should be taking your notes in your notebook, so if you don't have that out, you're going to need to pause and grab out your notebook. You don't have to write all these questions down, but you should be taking notes. So the first question is, how many pennies are in a dollar? How many pennies are in a dollar? And hopefully you guys know that there are 100 pennies in a dollar, okay? 1/100th of a dollar is equal to how many cents? Well, that's going to be equal to 1 cent. And the way that we write 1 cent is 1/100th. Okay? Or we can write it just like this, like 1 cent. So I want you guys writing this down. So we have 1 cent is equal to 1/100th of a dollar, because if you only have 1 penny, you need 99 more of those to get to a dollar. One of them is 1 cent. And then we would write that in decimal form like this. Okay, so we put that money sign at the beginning, not a cent sign, but a dollar sign. And then we do include our 0 in the dollar place because there are no dollars. There are no tenths, but we do have 1/100th. 1/100th equals 1/100th equals 1 cent. So let's take a look down here. Let's count these pennies. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pennies. So how many cents is that? Well, that's 7 cents. Okay? And we're going to do it just like we just did up in this section. We're going to kind of write this equals 7 cents equals. Now what would that look like as a fraction? Well, that's 7 out of 100 total. So 7/100ths of a dollar. And then what would that look like as a decimal? We're going to include that money sign at the beginning. Some of you might like to do 2 lines like I do. We have $0, 0 tenths, and 7/100ths. All right, let's try it with 31. So if I have 31 pennies, that's going to be 31 cents. I still don't have any dollars. Again, you need 100 pennies to get up to a dollar. And as a fraction, that will be 31/100ths of a dollar. And to write that in decimal form, we have our dollar symbol, no dollars. We do have 3 tenths, and we do have 1/100th. And obviously, you guys know there's multiple ways to make 31 cents. All right, let's go on to the next one. Instead of using pennies, we're going to think about dimes. So the first thing they want us to do is draw a tape diagram to represent how many dimes are in a dollar. So how many dimes does it take us to get to a dollar? Hopefully you're thinking in your head 10. Right? 10 times 10 is 100. So we want to draw that tape diagram to represent how many dimes are in a dollar. I'm going to go ahead and break this in half and then draw 4 lines on either side. I'm trying to use my active slate, so remember, it's not going to be that accurate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we are. What fraction of a dollar is 1 dime? So out of a dollar, which is 100, what fraction is just one of them? Just one of these. Well, that's going to be 10/100ths. 10/100ths, which is also the same as 1/10th of a dollar. Now if we were to write this in the sequence like we did before, we have 10 cents with our cent symbol. There's our 1/10 of a dollar, because 10 hundredths is the same as 1/10. Okay, if we divide it by 10, we get our equivalent fraction. And then how would we write that as a decimal? We have our dollar sign, no dollars, 1/10, 0 hundredths, but that makes 10 hundredths, or we can just say 10 cents. All right, now what if we had a bunch of dimes here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, we can count by tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay, so how many cents? This is going to be 80 cents. Now let's do our continuation of equal signs here. How would I write that as a fraction? That would be 80 hundredths of a dollar, or we could also say equals 8 tenths of a dollar. So I'm going to write it both ways, which equals dollar sign, $0, 80 hundredths. Let's try if we were to have 10 dimes. 10 dimes would be a total of 100 cents. And if I were to write that as a fraction, it would be 100 hundredths of a dollar. We would have a full dollar. And then that equals 1 full dollar. All right, let's move on. So here we have a little bit of unit form, and we're going to turn it into fraction and decimal form. So I have 4 dimes, so I'm going to convert that. Let's convert it into cents. So 4 dimes would be 40 hundredths, plus 7 pennies would be 7 hundredths. And if I were to add those together, I would get 47 hundredths. And then I'm going to convert that into my fraction. 47 hundredths. Let's do the same thing down here. 2 quarters. Hopefully remember that a quarter is equal to 25 cents. 2 quarters would equal 50 cents, plus 16 pennies would look like this. And if I add those together, I'm going to get, still not a full dollar, going to get 66 hundredths. If I write that as a fraction, it will look like that. Okay, we're going to skip this. Last one. So you will see some of these on your problem set as well. $6, 1 dime, 7 pennies. So there's a couple ways that you can do this. Maybe you can convert it all at once, but be very careful because they might change the order up on you. Right now we go from something that's worth the greatest to the least, and here we do 2. But be careful because on your problem set, I'm looking at it right now, it looks like it goes from something that's worth the greatest to the least, so you should be okay. So I have $6, 1 dime, which is tenths, and 7 pennies, hundredths, plus $8, 1 quarter, so that's going to be $8.25. Okay? Now we did teach you guys that you can stack and add, or you can change to fraction form. So whatever you find is more easy, I'm going to go ahead and stack and add. $8, and I'm lining those decimal points up. Bringing my tens over and keeping my ones in line with my ones. 14 and 42 hundredths. But we are talking about money, so we can put that dollar sign at the beginning. Okay. So today you guys are going to go ahead and go on to the problem set, but you should be able to get this entire problem set done within the math today. because it's just basically filling in all of these blanks. Make sure you're working with a partner and then check your answers with the answer key.